If you're a video editor making around 1K per month and wondering why you can't break through to those 5 to 10K months, I'm about to show you the exact strategies that 99% of editors completely ignore. And look, I've been on both sides of this. First of all, personally, I scaled to 10K per month with video editing, but more importantly, I now manage editors for one of my clients. So I'm literally the person reviewing portfolios, deciding who to hire, doing revisions for videos, communicating with editors, and this is for a top tier channel with top tier budgets, something that majority of editors would call a dream client. Today, I'm giving you the 3 low-hanging fruits that will put you ahead of 99% of your competition. And I'm gonna be speaking from both sides, as an editor who stood out and as a high-quality client who's constantly looking for editors who stand out. Let's start off with something that the vast majority of editors still underutilize and overlook: their brand. Chances are you already have some kind of social media presence and a portfolio. But if you're not attracting high quality clients inbound, that means that your brand can be optimized. Personally, I properly sat down to do outreach for the first time when I was making well over 5K a month. And I'm not saying outreach is bad and you shouldn't do it, but instead what I'm saying is by improving your brand, you're gonna improve both inbound and outbound clients. That time I sat down to do outreach for the first time, I landed a 1.5K per video client right away just because of how strong my brand was already. And I definitely did get lucky, but now let's figure out how to improve your brand to increase these chances of you getting lucky. I think your brand consists of 2 things. First is social media profiles, and second is your portfolio. For your social media profile of choice, I would go for X/Twitter because that's where all the high-paying clients who are looking for editors seem to go. What you need to stand out on X is what I call a high-ticket profile. Most editors' profile look very messy and don't position themselves as someone who can charge 500, 700, or even 1K per video. To establish a professional brand that will attract high-quality clients, you first need to come up with style guidelines that you'll use consistently throughout your brand. The base of this is fonts and colors, but it also includes assets like your logo, profile picture, and even stuff like writing style. Then, to build out an actual high-ticket profile on X, you need to have 4 things that go well together and create a coherent look. Those 4 things are profile picture, banner, logo, and your bio. And I actually recorded a live training going in depth on how to do all these things, from creating actual good style guidelines to putting together your high-ticket X profile. It's totally free and you can get it by clicking the first link in the description. Your portfolio should follow your style guidelines as well because it's a part of your brand. And also, I've heard people saying something like design on your portfolio doesn't matter, and honestly, I don't agree with that at all. Design everywhere is super important. And the idea of this whole branding thing is to position you as a premium service provider, as someone who can charge premium prices for their work. Imagine that you're a client and you just got an outreach message from a video editor. You've been kind of looking for a new editor and you're willing to give them a shot, and so you ask what's the rate. Now, 2 different scenarios. In both, the editor says that their rate is 1K per video, but editor A has a portfolio website that looks like Apple website, and editor B has a portfolio website that looks like it's from 2007, or even worse, a Google Drive link. Both portfolios show the same videos for the same clients with the same amount of views and the same amount of subscribers and everything. In which case is the client more likely to agree to the price of 1K per video? Honestly, they probably won't even look into editor's B portfolio just because of how bad it looks and how badly it positions the editor B. It just doesn't make sense that a person with a 2007 looking portfolio is trying to charge 1K per video. So all the many million subscriber channels that the editor B has edited for don't even matter. So make your portfolio look and feel premium. I personally hired someone like a web designer to create mine, but it's not necessary at all. For example, one of the guys who I'm coaching designed his portfolio in Card, which is like the simplest website builder ever, and his portfolio still looks awesome. Not the fanciest, but it follows the basic design principles and showcases his work in a clear way, which is basically all you need. But here's the thing, all the branding in the world doesn't matter if you can't back it up with your actual editing. So the most important section of this video is coming at the end. Now let's talk about the next thing that 99% of editors mess up. And it's probably the lowest hanging fruit out of all three that I'm sharing today. And that is client relationships. The whole thing starts from your initial outreach message, job application, or even the client reaching out to you. From my experience managing editors, you're gonna stand out from the 99% just by doing insanely simple things. Personalizing your outreach message a bit and not wasting the client's time by yapping about random stuff that doesn't matter. Following the requirements of the job application. Yes, most editors don't even pay attention to the job that they're applying to. They just send the copy-paste message and don't make it meet their requirements. Or when the client is reaching out to you, actually being interested in what the client is looking for, trying to be helpful and trying to figure out how you can provide the best service possible, instead of just saying your price right away when they reach out and hoping for the best that they accept it. Also, a quick thing, if you're not a native English speaker like me, install Grammarly extension for Google Chrome so that you don't have any spelling or grammar mistakes in your messages. If you're planning to charge over 1K per video, it just doesn't make sense that you speak in broken English. It goes back to building your brand and positioning yourself as someone premium. But even after landing the client, there are so many points at which editors mess up. And I think the underlying issue is that most editors just don't care. They don't bother to look through the materials that the client sent, or they don't care about how the client wants their videos to look like, or they get frustrated at revisions and are just trying to phone in the video to get paid. All this stuff is especially crucial with high-paying clients because obviously their requirements and expectations are higher. As soon as you start being interested in being useful to your client and helping them produce the best videos possible, everything clicks. You start paying attention to their revisions, you start emphasizing with the viewer, thinking things like, what would the viewer find interesting here? That makes both your rates and your skills skyrocket. Speaking of skills, that is the thing that makes everything come together. No matter how good your brand is or how professionally you communicate, if you can't deliver an awesome video, you won't stand out from your competition and make lots of money. Yesterday, I had a call with an editor who just joined my coaching program, and I'm genuinely so excited for the result he's about to get just because of his mindset on over-delivering. He's been telling me how he goes above and beyond for his clients' projects just to make the best video possible. And I think that is the most essential mindset to succeed. Attention to detail is so incredibly rare amongst video editors, and that's exactly what high-quality clients are ready to pay thousands for. Adopt the mindset that everything you put your name on has to be done to the highest standard. This applies both for your clients' videos as well as anything related to your brand, from your portfolio to your content on X or other social media platforms. This mindset is absolutely required to get to 5 to 10K per month. On top of that, aim to make every video better than the last one. There was a period in my journey that lasted for roughly a year, from February 2024 to February 2025, where I was working with mainly just one client on pretty repetitive videos by their nature. And honestly, this is something that happens quite often when you land a high quality client, because they already have an idea of what they're doing and a working format. All that they need from you is just a consistent execution. But if you compare a video from February 2024 and a video from February 2025, they're gonna look entirely different. And how this happened is throughout that year, I tried to make every single video just a tiny bit better than the last one. Over a long run, these small improvements compound and your work becomes unrecognizable. This client complimented me specifically on this, on the fact that the production has been continuously improving without them needing to kind of push me, because me myself, I wanted to improve the videos. So your efforts won't go unnoticed, and on top of that, your skills are gonna improve, you'll become irreplaceable for the client, and you'll be able to raise your prices significantly. If you want to dive deeper on learning the hidden skills that will take your editing to the top 0.1% level, click the video you see on screen right now. See you there.